So many people online with Dynas report solving front end vibration by shimming their front motor mount. So I decided to give it a try. 2 3/8 inch washers there, and on the lower one as well. And what a difference. Amazing. I just scared all the deer. I've really been having a lot of just vibration in the front of my bike all of a sudden. It predates the tire change I just did. And I don't know what the deal is. So the first thing I did was inspect the front stabilizer bushing down there at the bottom of the frame. Visually it looked fine. Then I put it up on the lift, made sure it was level, and checked that the front and rear brake discs were both 90 degrees from the ground, and they were. So that ensures that the bike is in alignment, because the Dyna has an adjustment under the fuel tank. See, the weird thing with the Dyna is you've got the engine, the transmission, and the rear swing arm, which the tire is, attached to. That rear swing arm is bolted to the transmission, not the frame. So it's possible that the rear wheel can be out of whack with the frame and the front wheel. To remedy that, you loosen the stabilizer mechanism. It's right under the fuel tank, and you can rotate a nut to bring the bike into alignment. So I verified that it was in alignment without having to change anything. So the next thing was many people reporting that their front motor mount was fine, but they did a process called shimming, which greatly reduced the vibration. And essentially what you're doing there is raising up the bike, taking out the 2 bolts where that stabilizer or that mount attaches to the frame. You use a bottle jack to just apply a little pressure on the engine so that you can lift it away a little bit from that mount, and you slide in some washers that act as shims. And most people start with 2 washers, but some people find there's a large gap and they need 3 or 4, some even use 5. What's the theory on this shimming thing? Well, the theory is that the way these bikes are made, the engine is actually putting some pressure, pulling on that mount under certain conditions, and when you shim it, you're taking some of the stress off of that mount, and the rubber has to do less support and stabilization. So I did the shim, and that's why I'm taking a ride now. And the thing is, it's so subjective. Like, I don't have a way of measuring if it's less vibrating now than it was before, but I do have to say it feels less vibrating. The vibration was on decel, and it was pretty bad. I thought I was going to find that the front mount was toast or something obvious, and I didn't find anything obvious. And that really got me like, what is going on? One of the things I did was I got up to about 50 miles an hour on a downgrade, popped the bike in neutral, whoa, and shut it off, and just let the bike roll without any engine at all. That was a cool experience. And that pretty much confirmed, there wasn't any vibration at that time. So that was good for eliminating that it was like the wheel or something like that. And I haven't hit anything that would whack out the wheels. And like I said, I only noticed it on deceleration. So, get up to speed here. It really does feel better. It still has vibration. It's a Harley, but it really does feel better. That would be pretty amazing. They're 3/8 inch washers. I used 4 of them. Yeah, there's no vibration issue at highway speed, just cruising along. Accelerating is all good. Alright, I don't know if this is just me being too anecdotal or what, but I gotta say that I think that just solved my problem. My goodness, it's like night and day. So my bike has 30,000 miles on it. What changed? Actually 31. What changed all of a sudden the last 1,000 miles or so that I suddenly needed to shim that mount? I can't answer that question. I mean, the mount is possibly on its way out, but it doesn't look on its way out, and you can usually tell. But this feels wonderful. It's wonderful. Oh, if only most problems were that easy to fix. I would really feel the vibration when I'd pull in the clutch to downshift. Like right there. But it doesn't feel as bad as it used to. I don't really feel it much at all. Weird. Well, we'll see how this rides for a few hundred miles.